CueBall's Bearded Rambles 15 live for the first time ever on Facebook. Crazy, right? Fucking awesome. Because I finally found a way. It's through Zoom. Anyway, so my guests at this time, they come straight out of the Valley Championship Wrestling Academy. To my, where is he? Bottom. To my, Jesus fucking Christ. Bottom, we have Nephalem. Did I say that right?
Oh. Yeah,
I did. Cool.
Nephalem.
To the screen, to my right, whatever it is, the Edgy Veggie Kenny Mantra.
Come on, CueBall.
Shut up,
Come
Four
on.
Eyes. How are you both doing?
All right, thank you. And yourself?
Bold.
Yeah.
Living a lockdown dream, man.
We wouldn't know anything about that.
No.
Funny. I don't.
We're living the best lockdown life as we can.
Yeah, that's it. That's what we can do, man. That's what we can do.
Until hopefully everything gets better. Hopefully.
Fingers crossed it will, because I can't wait to get back out there and kick both your asses, in all fairness.
Just you wait to that Gauntlet match, CueBall. Then we'll see who's running, who's talking all this garbage. Because it's going to be you. Me with the championship at the end.
All right, yeah, well, we'll see. We'll see. So that's all the niceties out of the way in the introduction. All right, so the first question I ask people when they come on, why and how, I think, you start wrestling. Kenny, I'm going to start with you.
Okay, well, I was 13. I know a lot of people obviously have the experience with like Rock and Austin WrestleMania, and that's where they start off. I never actually liked wrestling. I didn't know what it was until I met one of my best friends, and he's obsessed with it. And when we became friends, he asked me if I had a favorite wrestler, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I know this one guy. He's got like a hat or something." It was like, "What, The Undertaker?" It's like, "Yeah, that's him, The Undertaker, whatever." So we become friends a few years down the line when I was starting to watch wrestling. I remember my first wrestling match I think I saw was, I think it was CM Punk versus Darren Young, maybe, on Main Event, which is a weird match to see. But yeah, a few years later, I think, everyone's done it. I started doing a bit of backyard wrestling. We did that for a few years since I was 13 up until 18. And that's when my best friend, he said that he's going to this wrestling training school close to us. And he asked if I wanted to go. I said, I'll give it a try. Like, it's not going to be a permanent thing. Just give it one shot, see what happens with it. So I go to this one session, and I'm blown away by it. Like, everyone was just so chill from the start of it, and it was just incredible. And after that session, I was like, yeah, I have to go back more. And obviously, I did a few more sessions down the line. Like I said, at this point, I didn't intend on being a wrestler at all. And a few months go down the line, and this is really helping my mental health out really good. I'm feeling great, probably for the first time in about a year. And, again, opportunity to do a few matches. And that's where we are now. I did a few matches, a bit of everywhere, and here's the Edgy Veggie today.
There he is. Cool. Nice story. It always made me cry. It almost made me cry.
All right, don't be a dick, CueBall.
I mean, don't be a dick. I am a dick.
Anyway, I can't disagree with that.
Nephalem or Flem, whatever your name is. I don't know what you are.
Nephalem. Come on, CueBall.
Nephalem. We want to know your story. How and why did you get into wrestling, boy?
So I've been a wrestling fan since the early 90s, like back when they were like proper gimmicks, just before the new generation around that mark. I've grown up through like the Attitude Era and all that, absolutely madly in love with it, and all the toys, the belts, completely went all in with it. Never actually thought originally about becoming a wrestler. I mean, I had that dream as a child, but as I got older, I thought, well, that's just never going to happen. I'd say it was a few years ago. I went down the old Knockout Pro Wrestling Academy unit. I tried it then. I had a couple of one-on-one sessions, and I felt like I physically couldn't do it. I felt like I put myself down constantly. I was I was in a dark place a bit. I just had a child as well, my third child actually. I was like, I can't commit. There's just no way I can commit to doing this. And then I just like left it fizzle out until about last year. Then I decided, yeah, I want to go for it. So I've just put everything into it that I can at the minute.
Yeah.
And just gone from there. I didn't think I'd get as far as I have in the short space. I mean, it's not exactly like I've got far, but I still thought I'd still be learning to do a push-up at this point, if I'm honest.
But do you know what? I've been wrestling for years, and I can't really do a push-up still. It's not all about the push-ups. Some people might say it's all about the push-ups, but it is what it is, and if you can't do a push-up, then use your knee. That's what I do. I use my knee.
That's why I wear knee pads.
Yeah, I wish I did.
Because for a fact, once you get a bit older, it's gonna come back to haunt you.
Yeah, and that's why I got
spent the last 6 weeks off.
I got not wearing knee pads, so it is what it is. So my next question, I'm going to start with you, Nephalem. What's your thoughts on VCW, Valley's Championship Wrestling?
I absolutely love it. I think it's.
I want you to be honest. That's what Andrew.
Want to be honest? Well, I mean, I know. So I've only had the one show, unfortunately, with everything that's happened. They've literally cut out from underneath them. But I enjoy it there. I think people are, the wrestlers there are brilliant. I think it's great atmosphere, great crowd. I can see it going a lot further if, with all this coronavirus going on, if it didn't happen the way it did. But I think it's got a lot of potential. It's going to go even further than it has right now.
Yeah, I think VCW had momentum before all this lockdown gets happened. It's all about to stop, hasn't it? Kind of sucks really, but hopefully once lockdown's finished, we'll be back where we were, and we can just fire out these shows and make VCW something in Wales. Really good. And the same question for you, Cunning. What's your thoughts on VCW Knockout Pro Wrestling?
Well, obviously, Knockout Pro Wrestling's the place where Kenny Mantra is made to, and I gotta obviously thank Andrew and Luke for that. Knockout is so good. It's been so kind to me. It gave me an opportunity. I think the first run of VCW, it could have gone a bit better. I know it's not the way which a lot of the fans and Andrew especially wanted to go. I know we want to go guns running for it. But I definitely think the second momentum we had is come back in March. Was it March? Yeah, it was March.
It was April.
It was a time. But when we came back, obviously, when we came back for the second show, honestly, it's like we never left. The fans are absolutely incredible. No matter, we could go anywhere, and I guarantee half those fans would follow us no matter what. Obviously, Pond and Fright and the Llanarth is definitely one of the kindest promotions for us. Places for us. And I think, VCW, unfortunately, with the whole virus, it was taken away from it too early. But I know for a fact that we were going to be going for it as soon as we came back from that show back. But I know as soon as all this is over, we're going to be going for it again.
Yeah. That's about that. Too now. Can't wait.
It's going to be so awesome.
Yeah, man. So, because apparently I got to face JJ Roberts again.
Ooh.
I kicked his ass last time, so I'm hoping to kick his ass again. It's going to happen.
Well, hopefully there's a lot of potential in KPW, VCW. I know there's rumored matches for me. Sid Oakley, Justin Powers, whatever his name is. He keeps changing his name every day probably.
Yeah.
Like there's so many gimmicks. We're not even going to get into that. We're not going to get into that guy. But I know there's a lot of rumored opponents for me for the future, but we'll see what happens with that.
Cool. Well, best of luck. Nah, you've got a bogey. Just
Right.
No, you haven't. I'm just joking. It's just my thing I do. He fell for it. Right. My next.
You've got to be better than this before the show. Come on. I said you've got to be better than this, Neff. You know for a fact he's going to try and mess with us.
I know. Go for every time all the way.
Right, so I know your thoughts on VCW to KPWA. So I want to know your thoughts on the current independent wrestling scene before the lockdown happens. Kenny first.
I think that there's a lot of potential now. because obviously with the whole speaking out movement, which is absolutely incredible, and it shouldn't just be a trend, it should be carrying on after everyone's speaking out. We should try and get out there a bit more. And obviously, it opens up a lot of new possibilities for people like me, people like you, CueBall's, Neff. It opens so many possibilities for so many new people. And I think at this point, more people are going to be trying harder to earn our spots, because there's so many new opportunities for so many people. But if we're going before the lockdown, obviously it was quite strong. But as you mentioned before in a previous Rambles, there's a lot of same guys, like flippy guys. I know I'm one of those guys, but there's a lot of differences between them. I think, though, it's still strong. And obviously with what's happened now with the speaking out movement, we can come back and make British wrestling stronger than it's ever been before.
Good answer. Love it. Love the answer. Nephalem.
I mean, I completely agree with Mantra. I mean, it's a great scene, and there's a lot that can be done with it now, especially after the speaking out movement. And I think, like what Mantra said, it needs to continue with the speaking out movement after it. There is so much shit that goes on that people don't know about, and people need to speak up about it. And it's a terrible industry with stuff like that happens, and it does give it a black mark, and it does make it especially harder for people to get on shows. I personally believe in that sense, because this is nobody, you can't trust him. And like, for me anyway, you can't trust me, you don't know his background, don't know where he's been. I think it is going to make it harder, but I think in the sense of making it harder, it is going to weed out those kinds of people, and therefore give it a better atmosphere for everybody, safer working environment. But as for there's so much individuality in the characters and the gimmicks as well, I'd find, that you don't find in much other places. With Kenny Mantra, his gimmick is the whole Edgy Veggie thing. You don't really see that without it being played up to
the difference is, though, I'm not a gimmick. I am the Edgy Veggie for a reason.
Well, that's what I mean. It's not
vegetables. I don't eat any meat at all. It's not a gimmick. Behind closed doors.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean. It's not like you're just, I'm a veggie, therefore I'm better than you. It is, I'm a veggie. Yeah, cool. Look what I can do. Yeah. It's not a whole, it'd go Edgy Veggie thing. Doesn't I'm going to come out here, I'm going to force feed you vegetables and tell you that I'm better than you. And
it depends what promotion it is.
Well, yeah. But I mean, with the vegan and vegetarianism is usually used as a heel tactic. I'm better than you because I do this and you eat meat, you suck. As that's the sort of usual style it goes. But then you got just so many other individuals who got their own take on, like Kenny said, there's so many flippy individuals, but they've all got their own unique style, so they all stand out, I suppose, is the word I'm looking for.
Yeah, fair enough. So my next question was going to be, where did your gimmicks come from? But obviously, like Kenny has said, he hasn't really got a gimmick. The Edgy Veggie is him. That is him.
It is me, yeah. I've been vegetarian for 14 years. I was 6 at the time when I became vegetarian, and obviously this, like I said, it's not a gimmick. It's just me. What you see in that ring is me, no matter what.
So, did you bring the whole vegetarian thing in with you for the wrestling purposes to put a positive kind of, what's the word? So did you bring the vegetarian stuff in with you to make a positive movement with it?
If I'm being honest,
you thought, fuck it, I want to bring it in just because I can.
To start with, no. I saw people at Ronda, Arda West, and obviously at the time I was so angry because all these people were just eating meat and they just wasn't respecting who I am, if that's inside the ring, outside the ring, and I just got so angry to the point where I needed to use myself as a copanism, if you would, to try and just make sure that all those people who eat meat, they recognize me for the greatest vegetarian of all time. But obviously, as time's gone on, and obviously with working within different promotions like Slam Masters, Arda West, VCW, obviously the fans are different there. They appreciate me a bit more. With Arda West, they were, I got off with Arda West on the wrong foot. And obviously, as time went on, they started to appreciate me more. And I think that's when the more positive attitude, trying to spread vegetarianism, instead of trying to be I'm a vegetarian, I'm better than you. That's when I started to appreciate it a bit more.
Cool. Fair enough. Nephalem. So, Nephalem.
Nephalem.
I'm going to get it right one day. I really am.
You'll get it one day.
Say,
One
day.
day.
Get it right.
say it slowly with me. Nephalem. 2
Nephalem.
syllables. There we are.
Let's try some English or something. I don't know. So, where did your gimmick come from? If you got a gimmick, I don't actually know what your gimmick is. In fairness, I got to be honest.
Well, it's. I did right. Go on. You were saying?
I was just saying. I thought it was like a kind of a dark gimmick, but then I've also come get like a Viking Nordic kind of vibe. I don't know.
Yeah, kind of a mix of things. Like the name Nephilim obviously is like a child of angels and demons. So that where I took the name from, I was like, do I want to go like the whole dark-sided route and play on like basically like just do a complete Undertaker rip-off? I thought, well, that's not gonna work. That is literally taking a gimmick and making a whole Poundland version of it. I thought that's, that was the idea in my head, because as a child I was like, oh yeah, the Undertaker gimmick was the best gimmick in the world. I mean, people have made it work. I mean, Kane had a good gimmick. Bray Wyatt does a good gimmick of like a dark-sided character. I kind of took all the inspiration from there, but I was thinking it's been done to death, and for every one good dark-side gimmick I've seen 100 really bad dark-sided gimmicks. So I was like, if I'm going to go that route, I need something to stand out. It was suggested to me about being a Viking. I thought I kind of like that idea. I've always been into like the Norse mythology, and as I started growing my beard out a bit more, and it just went from there. If I'm honest,
It looks good though. The beard looks good.
Yeah,
it's better than
like
mine.
me to keep it up though.
Yeah, I like the beard as well. That's one reason why I like you. You've got a beard.
Beards.
Yeah, exactly. Beards unite. You got to grow yours out. You actually grow yours, or is it all just staying where it is?
Who's that, Neff?
I said Kenny.
Oh, I didn't hear. I'm deaf.
Get your fucking hearing aids in there.
Listen, look how much hair I
Hang on,
got.
shut up a minute. If you guys have never actually watched CueBall's Bearded Rambles, we swear in this. So if you don't like swearing, then you need to go, because we're going to be swearing. Well, I'm going to be swearing in this. This is just the way it is. Yeah, it is how it is. So, God, I'm right now. I really have. This is what happens in Bearded Rambles as well. I lose track. And
This is all unedited. It's off the cuff.
Good. I'm also recording this as well, so this will be on YouTube at a later date, probably tomorrow. There we go.
I'm going to be famous, Mum.
You're going to be famous. Do you know what? I make people relevant.
Yeah, I agree with that. I was a nobody in RWS till I faced you, probably. Yeah. But now I'm doing better than you, so.
Well, you're not, because you ain't got about.
Not yet. That's when this Scotland match is going to come into play, and that's when I'm going to take Logan's championship off him.
Not mine.
I don't need to beat you for him. I'll have a bigger belt than you. You can have fun with your weight belt, and I'll have fun with a proper belt.
Lewis, he shits maybe a company, mate.
I didn't say anything about Lewis.
Right, okay, so we're going to move on now before I... Yeah. So we're going to move on. You're going to make me cry. So I do a thing called Picture Time. I still don't know what to call it yet. So if anybody's watching and want to suggest a name for this Picture Time gimmick that I like to do, then post it. Crack on.
Picture Time with CueBall.
Sorry?
Picture Time with CueBall.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, so does your mum, so.
Well, she does, yeah. She probably does, to be fair, bless her. So I bring up a picture for my guests, and I just want a brief description on what it means to them, how it came about, blah, 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 blah. So I'm going to get it up, hopefully, if it works.
Hopefully.
Can you guys see that? Is that all good?
Oh,
yeah.
Look at that.
See if it comes up on the live feed. Hang on. Is it going to come up? Is it going to come up? It probably will. This is delayed. Anyway, so speak to me about this.
Do you want to go first,
Mantra?
Yeah, do you want to go first, or do you want me to?
I don't mind. You go first if you want.
Just cut the bullshit and tell me. Kenny, start.
Listen, we work like a team on like you and D.
No, don't start that crap.
Yeah,
all right.
Yeah, I'm causing drama between you two. Anyway, this picture means quite a lot because this is in Rwanda, and this is the first time I've got a little fan with me. Thank you. Anyway, as I was saying, before I was rudely interrupted.
Unprofessional.
Sorry, we're in lockdown. I can't control kids.
I know that feeling.
Anyway, yeah. This was Rhonda, and this was the first time me and Nephalem was actually a team, if I'm not wrong. I remember on the
Yeah.
way up, I was saying to Neph about how I wanted to focus on a singles run and how we should do the same. And then we got the show and they said, right, we want you two to stick together. And honestly, we fell in love, if I say so myself, as a team. And obviously,
We
we
did.
haven't, despite us being a team, I'd say we haven't had any matches yet together as a tag team. But I have been offered a few matches with me and Neff as a team in the later future once all this lockdown's over. But no, this picture to me, it means a lot because obviously it's the start of a beautiful friendship, if you would.
It was literally a thrown together last minute. Well, by the way, you're going out and you two together now. I was like, right, okay, and we just made it work.
Yeah,
And
we had an opportunity and we just went for it. We didn't have any plans for us. We just said, you know what, we're going to go out there. We're going to do what we normally do. We're going to be mean. We're going to be green, and we're going to be a fighting veggie machine. And that's what we did. We went out and we caused chaos. Obviously, you can see in this picture, I'm holding a kendo stick, and that's when I brutally assaulted Brooksy, which he deserved for being a smartass.
Yeah, he's quite mouthy, isn't he? A little bit.
Yeah, and this is probably the one promotion which I'll never get used to with the fans, Rhonda, because they cheer for people like Brooksy. They cheer for people like what's his name, the one with the blue face paint. He doesn't bother me anyway. Nemesis, that's it. Sorry, he's just so unoriginal. Like he just wears face paint. There's nothing about him special. But obviously, Rhonda is one place where I can never get used to. And obviously, doing something like this with one of my bestest friends behind me, it's like you can put this picture on a frame, and I would be happy just staring at this for hours.
I know what I'm getting you for Christmas.
Oh, well. There we are. Nice, people. You just got a Christmas present.
There we go. That's the description behind this picture. Oh, by the way, what is your team name?
So there's been rumors, there's been stuff floating about, but we haven't officially got a name. We've had stuff like the Veggie Vikings, the Veggie Society. But I think what we should do, Neff, is since we're going to be teaming up soon, I reckon we should let the fans decide for us what our name's going to be.
I like that idea.
I mean, that's how Yeah and Scare got started. So, maybe it can work for us as well. So if you got any names for us, just drop them in the comments or just send them our way, and we'll probably look at them. We'll be like, yeah, they're good. But if they're rubbish, we'll say, no, they are horrible. What are you thinking, you disgraceful human being?
Well, there we go. So yeah, if you guys who are watching or anybody watches this, if you have a name for their tag team, let them know. They might like it, they might not, but they might give you something as well if they like it. You never know.
Maybe we'll see what happens in the future. But it's got to be a really good name.
Yeah, really
and if it's not, then you can just go back to. It's probably Rhonda. Let's be honest. Probably Rhonda. People are going to give us the bad names.
Right, so obviously, in that picture, I would say you guys are healed, yeah?
Oh, 100%, yeah.
Right. So that leads into my next question. So Penny, do you prefer working heel or face?
I think that depends on where I'm to. Personally, in places like Rhonda, I prefer working heel because I can get booed easily. I originally did like working heel in RWS, but over time, like I said, the fans started to appreciate me a bit more, and that's why I enjoyed being more face up there. I'd say for my character, it's better as a heel. Like with the whole veggie thing, you can't exactly go out there as a face. You can try and spread a bit of positivity about it, but in the end, it's just going to come back to bite me in the ass. I'd say, though, I prefer... It depends on where I work to. A lot of the times, I do prefer working face. I can obviously use more my flipping advantage to that. I can use it on bigger guys, whereas a heel, I can't really do that as much. But I think the only place I do like working heel is Rhonda, so I'd probably have to say face more than anything.
Okay. Nah.
So yeah, I'm gonna have to go the opposite day and say heel, as I think I've only ever worked one as a face. I think that was with RWS. Yeah. But no, I personally prefer a heel. I just feel like I could be more me. I can be mean. I can be hurt people.
Yeah.
I can't really do it as a face. I mean, like with I was trying to cheer up the crowd, which kind of fell flat with RWS in a sense, because it was like at the time my first face on RWS, and it's Wales and England are playing in the rugby, and it's two Welsh guys and an English guy in a ring. And they've literally announced it was the nasty one, Stevie Jones, going out first. He come out with the Welsh national anthem, proper pissed off the crowd. And I'm sitting there going, they're supposed to cheer me in a minute. He's just fucking made everyone from Wales a bad guy in this. In his show.
You know, with being Welsh, so like I originally was one of the people who was like England suck, but over time they do get used to you. So
I think
they do as well. They loved you when you were there at RWS.
I mean,
I don't know how I feel about that.
I mean, I'm English, and I've got used to you guys. So yeah, you are right, Kenny.
Yeah, but to us, your opinion doesn't matter, CueBall.
You are.
Your opinion doesn't matter to us.
So what you want to hear then?
You asked me, and I said yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not going to turn down an offer.
True. And this
what else was I going to do on a Sunday?
And this is your first ever. Yeah, it is. This is your first ever wrestling interview. So there must be
first ever wrestling interview. So I can't turn that offer down.
Yeah. So you'll thank me when you're famous.
Right.
So we've had Michael Linden say a couple of. Well, given a couple of names to your team. So we got shit. This cunts are us.
Yeah.
And snore, which I like that one.
Yeah, that's what I should call your name instead.
No, we're and scare. We go against dogs of war, so we can't have it.
Okay, yeah.
Ken and Neff. Rotten Tomatoes. Again, it's a good one. And Flemmy Mantra. That's amazing, Michael. That's amazing. Flemmy Mantra. Love it. And Sam Payne says Ken and Neff as well. So far, you got two people saying Ken and Neff.
Well, after this stream, we'll have a chat with it. We'll see which one we prefer, and we'll see which one we go with. Right. We'll open it up to a bit longer. So if people aren't watching right now, we'll let them watch in the future.
Yeah,
and also
we'll get up on YouTube anyway.
Yeah, it'll be in the future. But there are some good names. There are some bad names. Michael Linden. So I think you need to sort that out.
Next question. So I like to ask guys who come on here what their highs and lows are in their career. Right, hang on a sec. Sam, wait a sec. Once we finish doing the interview, that's when you can ask them the questions. I know you're waiting. I know you want to change your pants and all, but just wait, please. So, yeah.
We'll get there, Sam. Don't worry, Sam. We'll get there.
We get there. Yeah, so the question I'd like to ask is your highs and lows. What are your highs and lows in wrestling? So, Neff, we're going to ask you first, your highs and lows. Be as honest if you want. If you don't want to be that honest, then that's fine.
I suppose my eyes would have to just, as of now, I mean, I haven't really wrestled a lot of matches, but I think my first high was definitely that first meeting with me and Mantra as a team. That was, even though I wasn't actually in the match, I felt like that was one of the best matches I've been out for. What was his name? Was it Ollie Knight, the little one?
Yeah, the child. Yeah.
Yeah, he managed to get a nice big pop out of that, but I shut that down immediately.
Well done.
But
you deserve more credit for that.
Yeah. I say the low, speaking of that, is when he also gave me a stunner outside the Ronda doing your match with Mikey Fine. And he was the ref. I didn't take too kindly to that.
What ref does a stunner?
Oh, Ollie Knight, apparently.
All of them, apparently. Yeah, especially that little twerp Ollie Knight.
You're saying bad things about Ollie Knight, but you're the reason why he didn't get chokeslammed twice at the last RWS show.
I gotta help a lot out.
Thank you for that.
Yeah, you gotta help a lot out. Although I may hate him sometimes. Like I said, it depends on where the promotions do. At that time, he wasn't a referee; he was a competitor, just like everyone else. And if I see a big guy such as yourself picking on a little guy, I gotta step in and help.
Hey, he started on me. I gave him a chance. Okay, when he came in, I let him have his couple of punches. good enough. So I was like, well, here's your receipt, pal.
Yeah, and then what happened straight after that?
I eliminated you.
Yeah, that doesn't matter though. Rumbles. But did you win that match? If I
No, but
didn't, neither did
that
you.
was because Big D went over the top rope because of Casey Wilde, and then I thought I right. So here's what happened. Okay, Big D got eliminated, right? And I've seen the point. I was like, right, I'm going to take this. I'm going to win this. Went for a clothesline on Casey, but he ducked because I think his shoelace was undone. So yeah, I went to the ropes and kind of got stuck there, and he gave me a super kick, and I sort of like I must have slipped on a banana peel or something because I fell out the ring. I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's just excuses, trying to make more excuses. But that's nothing new for you, is it? That's all you do is make excuses.
I back my words up sometimes. So there we go.
Sometimes. At least with me, I'm honest about it. If I mess up, I mess up. I'm not afraid to admit that.
Fair enough. Anyway, Kenny, your highs and lows.
Highs on those. I'm gonna have to say the highest moment for me is probably my feud with Mikey Fine. I felt like that feud definitely brought the better of me out, and I think although it definitely got stopped quickly, I hate the guy to bits. But what we were doing, we worked magic in the ring. And I think that's definitely one of the best of matches of my career so far. Like it definitely brought the rest of me out, the better of me out. I think that's helped me in even with different matches. I faced LD shortly after that, after our feud in Blandford and RWS. And
Good
even
match.
that much, yeah, I felt like $1,000,000. Like, although it may not be in the best match, there were a few obviously slip ups with what happened with it. But I felt like this year definitely helped me, and that feud with Mikey Fine helped me progress. Unfortunately, with the virus, it put a full stop to it. But that was most definitely my high. That feud with Mikey definitely helped push me that extra mile I needed to go to. And I'd have to say my low is probably me being inside my own head. As you both know, I suffer with mental health. I suffer with depression. And after matches, I'll get in my head before, after matches. Even with a few matches with Mikey Fine, there are matches where I'm just like, I could have been so much better. Why didn't I do this? And like, I'm never going to get booked. I'm never going to get as far as I want to. And it's just being inside my own head. And that will linger on me for so long afterwards, where I know I shouldn't be. I shouldn't be so tough on myself. But that's definitely the lowest part, is just trying to deal with mental health with wrestling as well. Because as you know, CueBall, it's a difficult thing to try and understand and how to work that into wrestling.
Yeah, it's tough. I don't know. You can't really explain it because it's different for everybody. But you are your own critic. Everything you do, you feel like it could have been a hell of a lot better, like you said. It's almost like you shit over yourself.
Yeah,
To try and make yourself feel better-ish, kind of.
Yeah, I think that the few matches I've had this year, this probably been the best, and most I did one with Mikey up in Ronda where I got on my own head again. But even with matches, the one with LD, I got on my head again there as well afterwards. And it's just like, even with matches, I think I did awesome in. I was still in my own head. Yeah, but you didn't do as good as you should have done. And I think that's definitely some of the lowest points for me, is trying to obviously work around it and try and, because it's a difficult thing to try and deal with mental health. Like, I know you've got mental health as well, CueBall, and we post it, you more than me. We post so much mental health just to try and help people such as us with mental health issues. If it could be anxiety, depression, so many different mental health issues, which we can try and help people with a bit more. I think with that is definitely some of my lowest points in my career.
Mental health sucks, guys. But I've always said to you, Penny, I know I'm an asshole, right? But I've always said, even for you, Nath, if you need a chat, my DM is always open for you guys.
No,
Yeah.
I'm an asshole, but I will be happy to help if you need a chat.
Yeah, you're an asshole, but you can be a sweet asshole sometimes.
that is true.
Sometimes. Not all the time.
Sometimes.
No, sometimes.
Just most
Right.
times.
We're going on to the last question from me.
Cool.
So I want to know, Neff. 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 We're going to say Neff.
Nephalem.
Nephalem. Yeah.
Amateurs.
So once lockdown has ended, if it ever ends, or we just decide to do whatever the hell we want, because apparently that's what
the new normal, as they call it.
the new normal. What are your so what's your post-lockdown goals, and who are your post-lockdown opponents? Who have you got your eyes on?
Honestly, I'm open to any challenges at the minute. But as for goals, it's just to get back on the shows and get back into a better fitness state. I've let my fitness go to shit during the lockdown. I've had my wife give birth to our 5th child, so I've been occupied.
Five-time dad.
He's a busy man. My
Five-time
man
dad
Neff
champ.
has been very busy.
We don't get much TV this way, you know what I mean? And no sleep.
You gotta give
Apparently, I haven't
respect to them,
slept
Neff.
properly in days.
You gotta give respect to it.
The little munchkins, all 5 girls, but they keep me
Hopefully,
busy and I'm
hopefully lucky number 6 for a boy.
don't wish that upon me right now. I can't be thinking about sex.
Are you
maybe
trading
a few years.
Did you do like you do a game, like trade your games in, but trade your kids in?
No.
No. I better go tell my wife not to do that tomorrow. Shit.
Not again,
Oh,
anyway.
shit. All right, Kenny, post-lockdown opponents and post-lockdown goals.
For goals, there's no goal in particular. It's just when I come back, I want to come back faster, harder hitting than I ever was before. Obviously, like I said, this year was a great boost for me. It definitely helped push me as far as I could go. And then obviously try and better myself. And that's all I've been trying to do. I'm not going to lie and say that my fitness is perfect. Because obviously with lockdown, mental health is, like I said, it sucks. It obviously stops you from doing the stuff you want to do. So I wanted to obviously try and do fitness, but I'm not going to lie and say I've been trying to work on it as much as I should be, because I know I can do better, but that's just mental health for you. But when I come back after lockdown, I just want to come back faster than I've ever been before. I want to push myself as hard as I can. I know there is a gauntlet match for a championship soon as well, once this all blows over, for a particular person's championship, who I'll get into in a minute, but that's definitely on my list as well, to obviously prove why I should be at the top of our West instead of a few, because there are a few questionable names at the top. But for lockdown opponents, I didn't really think of it beforehand, but a few times on here, actually, a few people have been calling me out. So I'm not going to beat around the bush. I'm going to start off with Justin Powers. You've been calling me out for so long now, buddy. Since I first started wrestling training, you said you want to have a match with me. And that's all we've been wanting to do, is just throw fists at each other, show who the better person is. Because I looked up to you when we were in training. I'm not going to deny it. But the person who's come up with the more success is me. And I think you need to have this match more than anything. So the challenge out there, where it's going to be VCW, could be anywhere. But me and Justin Powers are going to go for it at one point, and it's going to be magic. There's also another person out there who's been calling me out as well. Logan, you've been calling me out saying I'm a newcomer, when I should be up here, when I should be down here. I should be respecting you. Logan, you don't deserve anything from me. You don't deserve that championship. You don't deserve to be at the top of the card of RWS. And when it comes to that gauntlet match, I'm going to take that championship away from you. I'm going to prove why you never deserved it. Because half the times when I'm there working my ass off, you aren't at the shows. So is there any excuse for that? Sure, you've been a lot longer than me. And you can say the champ deserves days off. But a real fighting champion would stay and be for every show. They're my two main opponents. Obviously, I'm willing to have any match with anyone I want. If anyone wants me, just come for me. I'm going to hit them so hard. I'm not going to try and stay down. As soon as I get knocked down, I'm going to get straight back up. You're going to have to kill me to put me down.
Who killed Kenny? Who can kill Kenny?
Kenny can kill Kenny.
That's the question. Who can kill Kenny? Maybe.
The answer is Kenny can kill Kenny.
Maybe Nephalem can kill Kenny.
If Neff wants to go at some point, I'm more than happy to go for it. But Neff.
Pop.
I think we both know who the victor in that match is going to be.
Yeah, we do.
I think we're about two different people, yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, most probably. But
Well,
like,
I mean, we'll worry about that later on. We'll
yeah,
deal with that another time.
yeah. I see what you're trying to do, CueBall. You're trying to cause some between us.
No, no.
See, I would
Me?
never turn. I would never
Me?
turn on Neff. Yeah, you. I've seen you do it before. I've seen you obviously with JJ Roberts, Stevie Jones. I've seen you do it with Oliver Satchwell and Justin Powers. Trying to cause some between me and Neff,
Hey, no, I'm just asking the questions that need to be answered, you know?
Okay. Well, I'm just giving the answers, but don't try and cause anything between me and Nephew because we're strong. We're brothers in arms. And you can't you can't take that away from us. We're gonna be around for a while.
Well, just gonna say, just watch your back from Neff. That's what I'm gonna say.
Neph, you wouldn't betray me, would you?
Oh, no, of course not.
See? I
No, I don't think he would. I mean, if he got, I don't know, as an example, maybe the management of Ronda Wrestling came up to Neff and said, right, to get a chance at the title, you gotta go through Kenny. I think he might do it.
like I said, if Neff wants our opportunity against me, I'm more than happy to. But like I said, I think we both know he's going to come out on top. And no, Neff, it's not for you. You got to think. I'm the faster guy. I'm the person who can outmaneuver you. I'm going to be running circles around you, Neff.
Okay, I'll let you think that, and we'll worry about that when it actually comes to
Neff,
the time.
I don't think you understand, Neff. I'm not no Damon Grimes. You can't throw me around the ring. I'm not no Cody Ash. I'm not no Stevie Jones. I'm the Edgy Veggie Kenny Mantra.
Yeah, he eats greens.
I eat nothing but greens.
Yeah. Right. So, okay. So you two had your little spurt, which is great. Thank you very much.
Oh yeah, but me and Neff are fine.
So Sam, or anybody on here who's actually still here watching the live feed, if you've got any questions, get them down there. We'll answer them whilst we're still doing this.
Hold your
We have to wait a little while because it's quite delayed from here to the actual live feed.
It's okay. It's okay because you see in the background, you can see a few things in my wall. If you look right at the top, right there, you can see that is my RWS Newcomer of the Year of 2019.
I was Newcomer of the Year 2018. I'm just gonna point that out.
What was you in 2019?
Nothing actually. I was quite surprised.
Yeah, that's my point, Neff.
I'll be honest.
So can I cause drama between me and Neff again?
Well, you know, I'm not trying to cause any shit between you two. Okay, I'm just
like you said, me and Neff had a little bicker now, but like I said, we're a team. We get back to it.
So, would you two be interested in a title shot for mine and Big D's titles?
I would personally, yeah. I don't know what you
Maybe
want.
maybe not the RWS because we've already been billed to go against Dogs of War again.
But I think that's where we should go for the RWS Tag Team Championships.
But why not go for the CWF?
Why not go for both?
Why not go for both?
Like I said, this year I want to push myself as hard as I can go. Why not go for gold? Not just 1, 2, maybe 3.
Yeah.
You never know.
Because I know myself and Big D is up for new opponents.
Like I said, if the time and place is right, I'm sure we'll be more than happy to. Because like I said, me and Neff haven't had a tag team match yet together. I think that's what we deserve. Like, we've stuck it out for this long. We've been together since October 2019, if I'm not wrong. Maybe a bit longer than that.
So it was October, wasn't it? It was around about the school holidays. You did them back-to-back shows.
Yeah, it was
That's
something.
when it started.
Obviously, it was coming to the end of 2019, and that's where me and Neff formed. And I think, we're looking to get out there a bit more. We want to obviously have these tag matches. And like I said, before this, actually, we've been offered a few matches before to do after lockdown as a tag team. So we'll see how that turns out. But if you want that tag opportunity against me and Neff, I'm sure we're more than happy to get in that ring with you.
Yeah. I mean, me and D would go against anybody, to be honest.
Well, to be fair, look how many people you got. The Dogs of War Ryan Charles in Bike of the Bulldog, me in Bike of the Bulldog, and Brooksy.
Bike of the Bulldog and Thundercat, Darren Brown, your father.
How can I forget about Thundercat?
Yeah.
I thought that was the one. I thought that was where you lose the championship, if I'm honest.
Well, you thought wrong because I used my brain. A lot of people say that I cheat to win, but I say I creatively win.
Didn't you chuck him a chain and got disqualified?
Yeah, because I thought he was playing catch. I thought he was playing a game of catch.
In the rest of the match?
Yeah, why not? He decided to get the popcorn and start throwing popcorn at me. So,
hey, that's your thing. You throw popcorn.
Oh, he done it to me. He threw popcorn at me.
Maybe it was a taste of your own medicine.
I was hungry, so I wanted my popcorn.
When aren't you, CueBall?
No. I know. Yeah,
Maybe
body shame.
You should take, not body shame. I think you should take a book out of my one and stop eating the meat and start eating those veggies. Yeah, I didn't think so.
To be fair, I do eat a fair bit of veg. In all honesty, I do. But I'm a meat guy. I'm a meat kind of guy.
I can't go to meat. Meat is the one thing I can't never go back to.
I appreciate the offer, but it's not for me.
We'll see what happens.
All right, what about you, Neff? Because I'm still waiting for these comments to come through for the questions, and they're not coming through, so I don't know what's going on. Neff, are you a veggie?
No questions.
You an edgy veggie, or?
I'm getting there. He meant Mantra showed me the way, as it were. I've still got my weakness for pork, unfortunately. That's my
It's a work in progress. It's a work in progress.
We're getting there. We're getting there.
Like if you would, I'm a cult leader. That's where the whole join the cult thing comes from. I show people the way of vegetarianism, veganism. I show them the way.
So you like the vegetarian messiah?
You could say so, yeah.
All right. Which brings me, because you look like a certain WWE wrestler.
I don't know.
What is it? Who is it?
And I think a few people said I look like Thundercat, Darren Brown.
Yeah. The good-looking version, though.
Yeah, the good-looking version of Thundercat.
Yeah. I don't know. Who do you look like from WWE? Rey Mysterio? No, not him.
I can't tell you. I don't think I look like anyone in WWE. I got it. I know who it is.
Maybe I'm thinking something different.
I look like Mustafa Ali. I've been told I look like Mustafa Ali.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Maybe. We don't know.
Right, so I'm just going to conclude this here because I put up a... Okay, so sorry, Sam, you did put up a question. My bad. All right, okay, so this...
Everyone needs glasses.
Yeah, I think you're right. So, Sam, our number one fan, Sam asks, this is for you, Kenny.
Okay.
If you were to choose between CueBall, Big D, Oliver Satchwell, Pat Von Cage, Foxcatcher, or Logan, who would he face in the ring when the vaccine is made for the virus?
That's if the vaccine gets made.
Yeah.
There's a lot of names there who I do want to face. I've had a match with Cat Von Cage before. I've had matches with you and Big D. But I don't think I can pinpoint saying this is who I want to face because I can't just choose one. There's so many great people in that list who I want to face again. I want to face you again. I want to face Big D again. I'd say the top of the list, though, is probably Logan for sure because he's just been talking so much smack about me. And I think it's time someone shows him, the way of vegetarianism. And just to show him, he's getting a bit too big for his boots. I think the championship, the gold's gone to his head. I think it's time to show him that, he's not as good as you think he is. And I think it's time to show him what this Edgy Veggie can do.
Nice. So, Michael Linden, I assume this is for both of you. Nephalem, AEW, or WWE?
Oh, that's a tough one. I'm
because
digging
Jericho is on
AEW a lot
AEW
right now. Yeah, I am a massive Jericho mark. I'm not going to deny.
So you say to me is Chris Jericho's got new merchandise. I'm like,
do you know I spent a lot of money on shop.aew.com?
Yeah, I know that part. Yeah, it's not surprising when you get the light up jacket as well.
I mean, that is in the wish list. I'm just saying that. But no, I'm definitely digging AEW right now. I like what they're doing, but I mean WWE's kind of just it is just the one, as it were. Like there is no. I mean, it has its flaws. I mean, I'm waiting for everything to come back after with all the fans and that. And I think there's time for it to improve. There's had its ups and downs recently, but I think a lot of it is stemmed from people wanting things that they know they're not going to get. Like it was like, oh, we want this heel turn, we want these face turns. It's like the John Cena heel turn was always the thing. Everyone was like, I am watching WWE and that's John Cena. I think in a way it does ruin it for a lot of people, put off from all the negativity. But I think like all-time favorite would definitely be WWE. But right now, I'm a massive AEW fan.
Cool. Kenny, AEW or WWE?
I'm going to get a lot of hate for this, but I'm going to say WWE. That's how I got into wrestling. I think, with AEW, there are some good names on there, like Jericho, Moxley, Orange Cassidy. There's so many good names on there. But WWE has always been in my heart, and I don't think it can just be taken out because of a new brand. And I think with NXT, they're smashing it at the minute. Like, I've seen the American Bash they've just done, obviously, the first night. And I think it beat it in ratings. But I think that's mainly because of Io Shirai and Sasha Banks. But I'm going to have to say WWE. It's always going to have a place in my heart. I'll look into like AEW. I look to New Japan as well. All these different promotions just to try and up my game, try and make myself a bit better. But I think when it comes to the end of the day, as much as they get a lot of negativity, WWE is what started it for me, and I don't think I can go back on that so easily.
Fair enough. That's cool. Next question is from Sam again, and this is for you again, Kenny. I don't think he liked you, Nath. This Sam.
I get that feeling a lot.
Kenny, who do you have the most beef with? Oh, sorry, saying beef. Who do you have the most cabbage with?
Yeah, it's first off, I prefer the word tofu.
Okay. Who do you have? All right. Who do you have the most tofu with?
I don't.
Isn't that like a karate move? Tofu. Or
no, I think that's just you being stupid, CueBall.
Yeah.
I think it's all the meat going to your brain.
Yeah.
You are a bit of a meathead. I say I don't really have beef with anyone. Obviously, there's one person who I've already mentioned, Mikey Fine, who I've been in a feud with since November of last year. So we have this continuous back and forth. I don't think we can go back to the Valley Boys ever again after what he's done to me, because he's put me through hell. He's tortured me, and I don't think we can ever go back to it. So if anyone, Mikey Fine is definitely the person I have the most tofu with. But then there's people like Justin Powers, there's Logan trying to call me out, trying to say all the stuff I haven't said. Like Logan said I've been chatting stuff behind his back. Honestly, I don't even know who Logan is half the time. All I go is, oh, where's the main champ for the show? Oh, he's not here. He's gone home. Why? He thinks he deserves the day off. He doesn't. But there's people.
I'm going to say Logan isn't actually the main champ. Kevin Fury
not anymore. Yeah, he's not the main champ.
Oh, yeah, not anymore. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah. Tofu, touche.
Yeah. But if anyone's at the top of the list, it's Mikey Fine. But there's people slowly creeping in to start that bit of tofu with me, such as, like I said, Justin Powers, Logan. There's a few more people, even you don't publicly say it, they say it to my face. So, but I don't tend to try and have tofu with people unless they try and verbally assault me first.
Fair enough.
That's all I can say about the situation.
Yeah, all right. Michael again asks, I guess for both of you, what would be your dream cross-era WrestleMania main event?
Excuse me.
That's a good question.
Less of that.
Yeah, Neff, you okay? Do you need a CueBall or Kenny Man face mask?
Or a CueBall face mask, or a CueBall face mask.
I said CueBall and Kenny Mantra.
Or a CueBall and Kenny face mask.
I did say.
No, I just had a bit of tea go down the wrong way. I fight. Cross era. So do you mean like we take a superstar from now against someone from the back?
I suppose.
Yeah, from now and Legends era or something.
I don't
Golden
know.
era.
Think about that one. I mean, I'd like to see if we could do that. I'd like another like old school kind of like Austin Rock sort of feud, but I don't know who I'd pick from now and who I'd pick from the past. I think I would take, if you had to take the Rock from the Attitude Era, would put him against anybody in this day and age. Speaking of that, I would like to see like WrestleMania 17 style Rock against Roman Reigns. I think that would make a big money match.
I think that'd be a good match either way.
Because I think like Rock now, I mean, I know he could still go, but I just think because he's such a bigger guy than he used to be now, as he is now rather. He's so big now compared to how he used to be. I think he's lost some of that athleticism, should we say? That's not to knock the Rock. I love the Rock, but I just think he's back. Like with his matches with John Cena, I just didn't. I bought into it, but I just couldn't enjoy it as much in that sense. So I think if you took the Rock from the Attitude Era and brought him up to now with Roman Reigns, I think you'd have a WrestleMania main event match. It's easy.
Okay, there you go. Kenny.
I say this is probably two matches which I do want to see. One of them can still happen, and the other one, obviously, after seeing the last Friday, can't happen. But I would have loved to see the Demon Finn Balor versus Undertaker in his prime. I think that would be an awesome WrestleMania match. But there is one which can happen, and I'm dying to see, and that's what I thought they were going to go for, is seeing Finn Balor versus the Fiend Bray Wyatt, as obviously Finn being the Demon. And I think that match would be so awesome, especially if they did it for the Universal Championship. Even if they didn't have any championship on the line, I think that match could be awesome no matter what.
Yeah, I would like to see that match as well. That'd be good. So another one from Michael. Neff, have you got any other supersized figures or just Batman?
Unfortunately, just Batman at the minute. I need to get more.
Does he talk much or just stand there?
He just stands there looking, man. I say he does light up his little bats at chest where he lights up, but I haven't put batteries in him. Because they like D batteries and I can't fucking get hold of them.
Ask Big D, he might have some D batteries.
I will have to ask him.
There's no comments for what you just said, CueBall.
Yeah, I know. Jokes. Right, so the last question, because this is going to be the last question, and then I'm going to stop. The last question is from Sam, and this is for you, Neff. Between RWS and WWE, where would you like to wrestle when this is all over?
So between RWS and WWE, you mean like anywhere other than them two? I don't know. I mean, if I could really pick, I'd like to go like New Japan or AEW, but I don't see that happening anytime soon, if I'm honest. As promotion wise, I'd just be happy to go anyway. I'd like to go down the CWF. Obviously, I know a lot of people. I've been on shows. A lot of people go down there, so I think that would like to be my next step in stone, I suppose. And slowly move my way in that way into England. I mean, I was lucky to get into RWS. It was only because of Kenny put a word in for me, if I'm not going to lie here.
I got to help my partner out.
He's like, I know a guy. Not that I need protection or nothing, but just in case.
Yeah, like, I remember the first show you came up to. You just came to support me. I think it was the first me and Mikey match we had up there at the time. I think you went to see that one, and then you came after that. I introduced the promoter. Yeah, I think I introduced you to the promoter and saying this guy, he's new on the scene. He's looking for an opportunity, all this stuff. And I let you two talk it out. And obviously, we went from there. I got a message saying that, is your friend available? And I was like, what, my tag partner, Neff? He's like, yeah. Do you reckon you can do the show? I'm like, yeah, most probably, yeah, 100%. And obviously, we just went from there. And hopefully, maybe in the future, we become a team down in RWS.
No, I mean, I'm grateful for RWS to give me the opportunity up there. I was really grateful. Like, I know that was literally just before there was 2 shows they asked me to be on, and the one of them, unfortunately, I couldn't because I was going on holiday literally just before this thing they took off. It was my daughter's birthday. We're going away, but he was like, no, we'd happily I'll be coming down for more. And then obviously with everything that's happened, but he's been in touch. I was quite happy with that. He's like, yeah, we got ideas, plans. We'll talk them out when everything settles down. So, you know, I'm grateful for RWS for that, as well as I'm grateful for VCW for actually giving me the chance in the first place, to be honest. Take the chance on me because,
yeah, there's a lot of good.
I mean, like I said, I started like on lockdown. I mean, I spent, well, I mean, you know, Mantra, how long was I out with my knee? Like I twisted that knee in training, and
you were out
one crunchy knee.
Yeah,
I powered through.
The first show you did was, I think it was Rondo, and he was in the 6-man tag with Damon Grimes, Anarchy, and Bobby Joe with, funny enough, Big D, Neff, and Big Dis. I think that definitely helped peak, you know, help you on that stepping stone for you.
Yeah, it got me there, and you know, I'm grateful for that, for Ronda as well, taking me down. And because I mean, it was literally like, I think it was my first one at Ronda was a Rumble spot. I was literally asked like a day or two before, they're like, "Hey, do you want to come on a Rumble spot?" I was like, if you're happy for me to come down, they're like, "Dude, we'd love you to come down."
Yeah,
I went down, and everything from there just seemed to get better and better. So I was quite grateful for them. But you know, I'm open, like I said, to go further. And I've mentioned about CWF and CWF. Sorry, my voice. I'm extremely knackered. I haven't slept in about 3 days.
That's kids too.
As kids, especially newborn screaming ones.
Yeah.
I've spoken about CWF and see where that goes. In a way, like I'm grateful where I am now. In a sense, with the lockdown as well, did help me rest my knee because I kind of blew my knee out a couple of weeks before my RWS, and it was my RWS debut, and my knee was just in agony. So I spent the first like 5 weeks of this just completely resting it up, and now my knee's good and back. So I'm hoping to see where I go from here.
Awesome. Cool. Well, you'll be able to get somewhere when we come out of all this. Right, this is the last question now.
Ooh.
Just because it's for you, Neff. That's the only reason why I'm letting this question be. From Sam, you're going to get to know Sam because he's going to go and like your page, didn't you, Sam? Nephalem, right? So his question is for you. Who is better, you or Kenny?
I mean, I'm going to have to say Kenny for now. Only for the simple reason. No, I mean, like, only for the simple reason. Kenny's obviously, he's younger. He's faster. But I think if it came down to it, yeah, I think it would be a hell of a match between me and Kenny. And I think I could, I mean, I know I could probably take him down.
Only time to tell. But like I said, I'm working on myself. I'm pushing myself to go for it after all this is done. So I think I'm going to be surprised if me and you do step in the ring, because it's not going to be the same Kenny Mantra as you've seen before. This is going to be a brand spanking new Kenny Mantra.
Well, I'm looking forward to the new Kenny Mantra, if I'm honest.
He might spank you. He said the brand spanking new.
Yeah, I might spank you if you're lucky. I did spank Big D in that Rumble.
I spanked you as well in that Rumble, actually, come to think of it.
I think we just like spank each other. But then again, we are men in tight clothing. So...
let's not shit over wrestling, all right? So, go on then. I'll do this one for last one for Sam. Do you do live feeds?
No, I don't at the minute.
There you go, done. He doesn't do live feeds. Right, so this is going to conclude CueBall's Video Rambles 15. This will be going on YouTube because I am actually recording this as well. Thanks to everybody who's came in to watch a live feed. This is probably something I might do once a month just to keep things going on the page, get a bit of content, and so Sam doesn't cry. Because he's our fan. So yeah, thank you, Nephalem, for coming on. Thank you, Edgy Veggie, Kenny Mantra for coming on, and stay safe, both of you. Again, if you need a chat because your mental health issues, DMs are always open. I've been CueBall, the ball head brawler, the person you love and hate the most. #, yeah.